अस्सलामुअलैकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ 9th क्लास। आज हम चैप्टर नंबर 9 ऑल इज़ नॉट लॉस्ट की एक्सरसाइज करेंगे। लेट्स स्टार्ट। न्यूरोलॉजी, स्टडी ऑफ नर्व्स एंड नर्व सेल्स। असाबी, डिवास्टिंग, शॉकिंग। न्यूरॉन्स, नर्व सेल्स। आसाब, रिक्रूट, एम्प्लॉय, भर्ती करना। पॉपिंग इन, अपीयरिंग, जन्म लेना। क्रचेस, स्पोर्ट, बैसाखियों। ग्रेजुअली, स्लोली, आराम आराम से। मिजरेबल, वेरी हैप्पी, बुरी हालत। नेक्स्ट है कॉम्प्रिहेंशन। आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस। व्हाई डिड द नर्स आस्क Hira's sister to come and talk to her? Hira had severe bus accident. She had received severe head and spinal injuries. The nurse tried to do several exercises on her lifeless arms, but in vain. She made her younger sister to come and talk to her, thinking that her voice may activate her sister's nearly dead neurons and brain. Number 2. Why did the nurse disagree with the doctor's point of view? The nurse did not agree with the doctor's point of view that Hira was a hopeless case and would never walk again in life, thinking that it was unwise to leave a patient unattended. Life is very precious. A chance should be given to a patient. The third question is, why did the nurse ask herself the question, could I be able to justify my stance before the senior doctors? The patient was a hopeless case in the eyes of surgeons, and they wanted to get the bed cleared for other patient. The nurse requested the senior doctor to let her stay in ICU and allow her to attend to the patient. Her request was conceded too. She had risked her career for a hopeless case. She also thought it would not be worthwhile to oppose the senior surgeons if the patient could not walk on her own feet. Describe some qualities of the personality of the nurse in the story. She is a beginner in the profession of nursing. She is working in ICU of neurology. She is very sincere to her profession. She is so kind-hearted that she feels the pain of the injured. She is a wise nurse and uses every kind of devices to make patients recover. She is an optimist. She is always ready to fight a lost war. She is proud of her profession. Why did the nurse say, where there is a will, there is a way? She said so because she proved it practically that a hopeless patient could be cured if you are willing to fight a lost war. If there is no will, there is no way. नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास रीअरेंज दीज सेंटेंसेस इन करेक्ट सीक्वेंस। सो हम लोग आंसर देखते हैं। एज अ यंग प्रोफेशनल आई विश टू सेव द वर्ल्ड। वन डे स्टैंडिंग एट द बिसाइड ऑफ अ यंग बस एक्सीडेंट विक्टिम, वी डू नॉट हैव मच होप फॉर हर। द एडवाइस टू लीव द पेशेंट unattended did not seem right. I could not leave my patient fighting a lost battle on her own. One day I was thrilled to see her lift her little finger. All was not lost. I was proud to be a nurse. Match column A with column B. Beside, by the side of. Ironic, conveying opposite sense. Made up, decided. Justify my stance. Prove myself right. Next है identify the phrases and idioms in the unit and use them in sentences. Idioms, मुहावरात, हमने देखना है कि कौन कौन से मुहावरात जो हैं वो यूज़ हुए हैं इस चैप्टर में। अ यंग प्रोफेशनल, नौजवान पेशावर। असद शफीक इज़ अ यंग प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर। विद अटर सरप्राइज, बड़ी हैरत से। आई लुक्ड एट माई लॉस्ट ब्रदर विद अटर सरप्राइज। स्वेयर हेड एंड स्पाइनल इंजरीज, सर और रीढ़ की हड्डी की शदीद चोटें। Nasir received severe head and spinal injuries in a car accident. A normal person, aam aadmi. Exercise might help her walk the normal person. A small recovery, थोड़ी सी सेहतयाबी. The patient showed a small recovery after a week. A big smile, ज़बरदस्त मुस्कुराहट. He met me with a big smile on his face. Fight a lost war. किसी ऐसे काम के लिए जद्दोजहद करना जिसमें कामयाबी की ज़रा बराबर भी उम्मीद ना हो. There was no hope of Azra's recovery from illness, but her doctor found a lost war. A hopeless case, नाकाबिले इलाज मरीज जिसके ज़िंदा बचने की उम्मीद ना हो. She is a hopeless case according to the decision of the heart specialist. Make a list of cognates used in the text. Ship, sea, hospital, bike, phone, house, road, park, doctor, train, van and so on. Next है हमारे पास use the following words in sentences, first as verb and then as noun. First है हमारे पास care, verb में निगहदाश्त करना, she takes care of her children. Care. Noun फिक्र, he is free from cares. Walk, पैदल चलना, he is too weak to walk. Walk, noun में सैर, let's go for a walk. Surprise, हैरान करना, the army attacks at night to surprise the rebels. Surprise, noun हैरत की बात, I have a surprise for you. Request, दरख्वास्त करना, I requested him to help me in this matter. Request, दरख्वास्त, he made a request for further aid. Need, verb, ज़रूरत होना, I need your help. Need, ज़रूरत, noun में, we are in urgent need of nurses for this hospital. State, बयान करना, verb में, the facts have been clearly stated in this report. State, noun, she is halat, she is in a state of shock. Next है हमारे पास grammar. Rewrite the following paragraph. Put article a and the to replace where necessary. Where there is a will, there is a way is a famous proverb. Many a wise man has approved it is altogether a wrong notion. The people who adopt this final principle find ultimate victory. The man who does not act upon this rule cannot succeed in life. What a lesson it has for all of us. Next, a direct speech or indirect speech. Direct speech होती है, direct speech means the exact word that someone says, जिसने हूबहू वही उन्हीं अल्फाज का इस्तेमाल किया हो जो पहले किसी ने बोले थे, यानी कि वैसे ही सेम है, उसमें कोई ऊंच नीच नहीं हुई. और इनडायरेक्ट में होता है जो मैंने जवाब देने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ उसका दिमाग अपनी बहन की आवाज़ के ज़रिए काम करना शुरू कर दे, ये इनडायरेक्ट होता है, यानी कि उसको हम अपने वर्ड्स में थोड़ा चेंज कर दें. नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास बी, रिकैपिटुलेट योर प्रीवियस नॉलेज अबाउट डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट नरेशन एंड आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस. नंबर 1 है हमारे पास कैन यू आइडेंटिफाई द टेंसेस ऑफ द रिपोर्टेड स्पीच ऑफ अबव एग्जाम्पल्स. पहला हमारे पास प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस टेंस था, सेकंड हमारे पास प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस टेंस था सेम मगर इंटरोगेटिव, और थर्ड हमारे पास इम्पेरेटिव टेंस था. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, व्हाट आर द रूल्स टू चेंज डायरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स इनटू इनडायरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स. रूल्स फॉर चेंजिंग डायरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स इनटू द इनडायरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स. In assertive sentences, after removing inverted commas, we place that before reported speech. Or a present indefinite is changed into a past indefinite. A present continuous is changed into a past continuous. A present perfect is changed into a past perfect. A past indefinite is changed into past perfect. Or the following words are changed into this into that, now into then, here into there, thus into so, today into that day, tomorrow into the next day, yesterday into the previous day, last night into the night before, and ago into before. What are the rules to change interrogative sentences? Said is changed into asked or inquired of. Interrogative is changed into assertive. No conjunction is used with what, why, who, which. If a reported speech begins with a helping verb, we shall use if or whether in place of helping verb. Question number 4. What are the rules to change imperative sentences into direct speech? In imperative sentences, the mood of verb is changed into infinitive. Change the narration of the following sentences. He said to him, "What are you reading?" He asked him what he was reading. He said, "You have made a mistake." He told that I had made a mistake. She said, "Do not waste your time." She forbade to waste my time. He said to me, "Will you watch drama tonight?" He asked me if I would watch drama that night. She said to her sister, "Please listen to me." She requested her sister to listen her. Next, complete the sentences given below with the given compound propositions. According to my teacher, it's a great book. According to मतलब मेरे टीचर के कहने के मुताबिक ये एक अच्छी किताब है. He had to retire because of ill health. I am standing in front of the school building. He is coming along with his friends. I am away from my home right now. He left for Sialkot instead of Lahore. He could not attend the seminar because of his brother's marriage. Next, I must write the past perfect continuous from a verb in brackets. Salim was sitting on chair. Out of the breath he had been running. We had been walking along the road for 20 minutes when a car stopped and the driver offered us a lift. I had been doing my homework for 2 hours when my friend came. They had been taking exercise since morning. The patient had been crying with pain when the doctor arrived. Make 5 sentences using past perfect continuous tense and convert these sentences into negative and interrogative. I had been waiting for you since noon. He had been dealing in rice for 2 years. I had been raining since morning. It had been running for 2 hours. Dogs had been barking since night. Now students, you can change it into negative and interrogative sentences. Next, write a summary of the story in your own words, retelling the nurse struggle, how the problem was solved. It was the beginning of the profession of a young nurse. She worked in the ICU of neurology ward of a hospital. As a young professional, she wished to save the life of every patient. One day, a young girl, an accident victim, Hera, was brought into the hospital. She had received severe head and spinal injuries. The nurse tried to do several exercises on her lifeless arms, but in vain. The patient was a hopeless case in the eyes of senior surgeons, and they wanted to get the bed cleared for other patients. The nurse requested the senior doctor to let her stay in the ICU and allow her to attend the patients. Her request was conceded to. She continued to work with patients and kept doing exercise with her. Her sincere efforts and strong determination saved the patient from being crippled. She started walking on her own feet. Write a personal narrative. Focus on the following points. Have I chosen only the most interesting events in my life? सो स्टूडेंट्स, आप लोगों ने इन सब पॉइंट्स को देखते हुए अपने लिए एक पैराग्राफ लिखना है. दिस इज़ योर ऑन टास्क. सो स्टूडेंट्स, ये थी हमारी चैप्टर नंबर 9 ऑल इज़ नॉट लॉस्ट की एक्सरसाइज. इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम अपना चैप्टर नंबर 10 स्टार्ट करेंगे. तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़.